Dedi kai medin kan ya che NPP ma mo sentimental mo most especially former half-way director, former half youth organizer and half organizer respectfully Michael Osei-Boateng. Pope edi adodo na dinim no. Ono na Nyankopon ya ado na se NPP etimi ye yenhyehyeye na ye ko for national elections a ye de na ko for national youth organizer of the party. Enti no medenchia kase asronko e de ma na ewe bebi obi ana masacha people's mother the Ashanti regional women organizer na na mampoma. Mama, baby, I will be a Nyankopon can on your case. Minaba. Ubisa me about 2 months. Nkofukui, Edina da, Casadene, Mradet, Ebeji to me free NPP in some. Eshisha back a seer, your bar, free senior high school, your bay extend your manako private schools, meboa.
Yeah.
First year tertiary students, or more call mu fees here free, and I'm a ena die bembi ye ba nurses munya ya mu school ana ye postimo mini aba me wa fa de car say me was say wabusua panini otutu aburu na obema obi a ya hwe kwan wa fa so tutu no o hye 2 months na bosha wa o hye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama awokeka ene sebe na ogina park na chi otobo ba park so ena abanfo ena akufuado aban ayesei akufuado the betting tax aba LGBTQ ekwan a owo opposition na ofa so boso ema to the extent say edurumre bi kura no sabi okogina simpie so e ka say it's about the economy what stupid you get it good afei no aba is early days yet. But you could see, said the vim and the vigor papa ni wo opposition and some man wo come. But they are shas ya wo ye adwuma. What mu say papa no wa fairly in advance. I didn't tell make us. Looking at the LGBTQ plus. John Dramani Mahama ekop gada ahemfo ko gada the clergy and told them point blank say oba the case of LGBTQ plus. On many ni seconds he was going to sign the bill. And as we are talking to you now, yetia minimia yi kasei. Minu ide minim se wa mse jamo no on share den nim se de eniema asi akọ ne papa ne nsem abi a waka atwa munti no. Me mpese me ko ho bebre because I'll pardon him on that. Maybe he might be bereft of ideas when it comes to those issues. But me me patch ne say papa ne nsem a oka ye emra no wo position ahoden enya okeka no de ka no. Enya sa na say ti o. Enei oba your topic back on so after independence coup d'etat ahodo a amaya ba bedu the 4th republic ya nei ye what the 9th parliament NDC is having a very huge magnanimous members of parliament mu wo ya ban kese ma na ye mra se bedwa mu no you could see say papa no answer ma waka nyina wo ye confused enei wonu ne ho ensene John Dramani Mahama betena ze sia na ye kasa ye bo ne nsema a wokan no in opposition akere no a enne papa no ontimi ntena se enhye nsema a wokan because ensem bi wo ha wokan kura na ono wonim so ne kan because on the campaign platform no ono wo ye na adwen se besi o se be yo se nye yo ono de wokan asem ama ono ne atete ne ho adi be ne Ghana for so nya gidie wo sa ne ntro ne skasa de ne mra de na wo ka kire Ghana for no Ghana for binom Ghana for binom emu 2 million ankoto aba na Ghana for binom koto aba ma no enne papa no woni no ho you could see say ne hyehyɛ ya wode agu akwa mu no nyina no ade ba akwa ya me fa ye the youthful exuberance the youthful inclusion wode ahye na mamum eno de it is kudos it is a plus to him because ye mabunu sometimes o mabunu ne chance o munya adwuma ena obehu o monso den o monso bobre etibi nuaba o ka 2 months in power papa no ono anu na ba mabu die se Nyankopon no wase ye bon pa ye so oba ba gistia no ama ye na ye hu de be ye 4 years de bro nyanko anan o ena papa ne be sei no die se ne de be ne se ye mon pa ye na Ghana akoye Christopher man ye kotodwa ni ma ye de Ghana ahye Nyankopon se de be obetimi no man na man yes apa dia se papa we die wetere sram dada na ani ni mu no me das
okay ebusia for Kweku Deborah Junior, where NPP Regional Communication Director and a member, and our SM to just say John Dramani Mahama Yaman Penny, a woman said 2 months one year. National just said, Sembia or Kan, yeah, brand war Besagana for to buy a manono, Nina now or Kaffee, a got to a bunny, as a dear wouldn't know on Wanga said Debbie, Miana may kebi to charge and home may kebi up and me baby afa man shed that 8 minutes. Now, Mammy Black will go down for honor. And some of what I say, John Dramani Mahama, we're nooning, we won't say, man penny, we're nooning a dear.
Acho, Idican medical chat your phone in an NDC form of shemi. Now for form of shemi, and I'm a chair be a Mammy can break it or kind now one. I'm addressing one by one. They can also say, I may not have any idea about certain issues. Underestimate me, Kakra. You don't have to underestimate me. Yes, I'm young, but don't underestimate my political capability. I'm that sharp. That's first one. Second, okay, I say, you steer. Mama is not Baumia. Governance is not a steer. You steer, bia. And then, okay, I say, Mama has failed in advance. As a Ghanaian, you hoping for the best. Okay, say we have failed in advance. You are wishing for bad for the country. Already now, yeah, the less than a month, 2 months, yeah, ministers, yeah, appointees, BBA, okay. But okay, say LGBT are on signing, you are failing in advance. What are you trying to tell Ghanaians? LGBT non sign, Parliament in fact bill on koi. Yeah. And I'm drafting on one bill non sign. If you really follow politics, and then if you tell me I have no idea, I don't have ideas, then you yourself, you don't know anything about legislature and how bills are passed. I can school you through how bills are passed. The legislature has to first draft the bill. Legislator have to draft the bill. It goes to him. He signs. It goes to Attorney General for interpretation. Then it goes to JC. That's how bills are passed. So if you yourself, you are claiming you know about issues more than me, and I don't have no idea, you should be able to know how bills are passed. The Mahama himself cannot draft a bill and sign it himself. So go and read how to pass a bill before you talk about Mahama failing in advance. You don't have to talk like that. And Okasa ye nada and they take power. Mo manifesto ye kan manifesto. Ghana for sharing 38.2 penny jimudi enom kotumamo. 38.2 pe. Energy mudin kotumao. So if you tell us that we use lies to go and take power, what are you telling Ghanaians? We did. Ghanaians are now vigilant. Ghanaians' eyes have opened. We are 68 years after independence. Ghanaians are now vigilant. You can't lie to an ordinary Ghanaian based on education or the person's illiteracy. No. Even those in the village, they say, oil, rice, so they will not vote. Yes, they won't vote. So if you tell us we use lies to take power, what are you telling Ghanaians? But you see NPP. This is the reason why they lost. And is what they are doing now. And this kind of convo or Senyosi Kasano is what will take him into opposition. Again, no asako opposition BM 2028. Then when you learn to have a proper conversation in 2032, then maybe we can consider, Ghanaians can consider, no, we can consider giving it to you. So don't tell us that we use lies to take power. When you say, what are you telling Ghanaians? Please, let's as communicators, or I don't know, but tell your bosses are watching you, your boss is a show. You can't sit here on a TV station and tell Ghanaians that we use lies to take power. What are you telling Ghanaians? Are Ghanaians not vigilant? That's what I have to say.
Okay, so for you, Nadia, it's too early to even say certain
things. It's too early.
Like it's just
budget is not even out. Just 2 months, and we've even done better than them in 2 months. Their first 2 months, by now, they had not finished in 2017 by this time. Now, yes, still, near ministers of fisheries, minister of interior, defense, now, ministers be brave, more than 100. Ministers, but we cut down the size of the government, and now 23. We didn't just deputies, they all want to work, and they all start to work as soon as the budget is out. Okay. You should be very careful. The studio NPP is ready to talk, so and NDC so ready to talk. Let's go straight to our topics for discussion today. And your first topic here, Ghana at 68.
what have we used our independence power for? And no every asempa boss wonders. And what is ansem when you know to kweku debra mama shasiye free
Miniaba he was talking about some bills. I should be schooled on how bills are passed in parliament. You get it? So we human psychology. One thing about human emotions and intelligence is the zeal and the passion in doing something. You get it? Looking at the zeal and how the communication Dramani Mahama communicates to Ghanaians when he was in opposition is different from the actions and the zeal he is using whilst he is in power now. You get it? Look, it's not about the bills or preparation of bills being laid in parliament or whatever. The issue here is the zeal, the passion, and the willingness, and even looking at some of his the current Minister for Communication or Information, Sam Nati. Have you heard of him now? You know, advocating for the LGBTQ plus bill to be passed. Why? What was it politically motivated? You see, that is the question that Ghanaians should be asking. That is the question. That is the answer.
It is too early. It's just 2 months.
Not too early. What is too early?
120
days.
Now we're begging the ministers.
The issue is the reason why that I'm raising this issue back is he was making a statement that I need to be schooled when it comes to the passing or the preparation. The bill has already been prepared, which is before Parliament now. You get it? I am coming.
If you bill, it has expired. That bill has expired in the previous Parliament.
The fact that
it has expired.
Fair enough. The fact that it has expired, I understand that it has expired. But the fact that it has expired, what is the zeal for the president? Listen to me. Have you even heard of the president making comments of the LGBT?
Yes, please. When he met at Great Hall. At Great Hall, yes, last week, Sunday.
And what was the communication or what
he said? If they bring the bill, he will sign it. He will sign it.
When he met
at Kumasi at Great Hall, Kumasi, when he met the clergy, he said it.
You are interjecting. You better calm down. You are interjecting because I kept quiet whilst he was talking.
Okay,
so I think you have
give
to
him that benefit of the doubt.
So my problem now is, yes, indeed, you've campaigned on the tickets of a perceived or a supposed the previous government being adamant to sign the bill which was laid before Parliament. Was that not it?
Yeah.
So now I was expecting the president to even be an advocate here for the preparation of such a bill. You get it? Okay. So if you are waiting for the bill to be prepared, what kind of action or what kind of posture are you trying to communicate to Ghanaians?
But don't you think, since he told Ghanaians
so
he used 120
let's
days
go to
for
the
certain
topics
things.
that
No, let me ask you just this final question.
Okay.
Don't you think, sir, because he said he needs 120 days to select his ministers and everything, okay, let's give him that benefit on selecting Womunye. Now, yes, shed the way forward because I think he's having.
You see, the problem we are facing as a country. The problem that we are facing as a country, even this bill is an infinitesimal issue that we have to even be discussing about. You get it?
Okay.
The reason why I'm saying is that Ghana is facing a lot of challenges, being it economy, health, education, whatever. So this bill shouldn't even be a topic for us to be discussing whilst we are sitting here. But why? The posture. Listen. So that's the reason why I'm bringing this posture issue. The posture of the president when he was in opposition and his posture whilst he is in government now. I am talking based on the posture.
Okay.
The communication, the zeal, the passion that he used in, advocating for the bill to be passed.
Even Sam George himself.
You get it. Now Sam George is even quiet. Sam George is silent about the bill. So my point is not about the president not being able or is not running away from anything. But my point is the posture, the stance of the president now and his stance when he was in opposition. So there is a dichotomy between what I am talking about, the discussion that the point I'm trying to raise.
Okay. Okay. So let's go straight to our topic.
Please, no, if we have to talk about this is not what
before he said Sam George. No, listen, I can't allow him lie to Ghanaians. He said Sam George hasn't spoken about. He said Sam George. No. He said Sam George hasn't spoken about it. Then anytime, if you don't want me to use the word lie, then anytime you are talking, use the word stand to be corrected. You said Sam George hasn't spoken about LGBT.
What has he talking about? Relax. What has he talked about?
On 30th of January, Sam George said that he will champion it and reintroduce the bill.
What is look,
and
listen
bring the bill? He will draft his own bill and bring it to Parliament. You said Sam George hasn't spoken. 30th January, and then Bagbin, Speaker Bagbin on 26th January. Speaker Bagbin.
Listen to me. We are not kids here. If you are to make or if you are to state what Sam George wrote on his Facebook post, is that not it? Wasn't it written on his Facebook post
during his vetting?
During his vetting, I'm talking about wow.
You see, I think
that is why
30th January is after. No,
you are getting power. Understand, Theo?
You said Sam George hasn't spoken about it, and I'm sure you where Sam George has spoken about it.
At that time, he was a nominee.
Yeah,
he said when he comes,
he as a minister.
As a minister.
Yes.
Whether as an MP or as a minister, whether as a minister or not, he as Sam George has said it.
The position Sam George has assumed is so powerful to the extent that this is the time that we need his voice.
And he said he will do it. He said he will do it. He said he will do it. He said he will do it.
I think we still need to give the NDC the benefit of the doubt. They said 120 days.
120
days. Sam George we know.
My sister.
And call allow the power to make count. But because Sam Benisi,
so my 120 days.
My point and my stance is on the poster.
On the poster.
On the star.
Yours is to wait for the bill to come.
So let's give them the 120 days. After 120 days,
you can talk. Even on the 121st day, you can talk.
I started my conversation. You see, my brother here. You see, that is the youthful exuberance. Some of us sometimes we exhume. You get it. When I started my conversation, I said, what bushia penny bema wona bura ye den hwani tutu yem. Say agoro besa if you my sister, look. The firebrand Sam George that we are talking about. It's not, look at his poster even when during his vetting.
See, you man shoman yen relax or
Ghanaians are expecting him.
He's the minister of information. He's not the minister.
Please, and this makes his position and this even makes his voice very vital now. What are you talking about?
As a minister, there are so many issues on the table. There are so many issues on the table. There are so many issues on the table. If you want, see, give him time. There were 120 days.
Communication and information.
Deborah, after the 120 days, I'll personally invite you to the studios. After the 120 days,
then you can talk.
We know the caliber of people that we are dealing with. We know there's the same old people that we know. We've been in the system with them several times. You know, some of us have had encounter with them. We know the kind of personalities that they are. This is what
you know. Then Ghanaians also know NPP. Ghanaians also know NPP.
People that we know them. They've been in power. We've seen their capabilities. We've seen what they are able to do, what they can do, and we know they can't do anything about this. But it was just for propaganda's sake.
It was just for propaganda. We will prove to you that we are better than you. Let's continue with the topic for today.
Ghana for 2024. Omu jina niyama so no mo de to aba. Inti no se sa abahye ne ade nyina aban bi eno mo betina be mu forever. 2028 Ghana for besand wo mkokomoti akoto aba eyi mampeni foforo. Inti the se ne bosha NDC for nyina ehye na so wo mandi sho a they need to have it in mind say 2028 ye mumu bi te se me amiti hey I am going to refer them and then campaign against them if they do not do those things.
For just like they started their opposition journey when the first day of Mahama was sworn.
We started our opposition
journey.
Ghanaians like the way we started. Ghanaians like the way we started.
For today, I think somebody can ask you that the Ghana is 68.
Yeah.
Then I'll be can.
My sister, you see, sometimes they're very sad. Senka Minnesota Sapua. Kamiswa Mame in Ghana. I didn't know Mekasa. Ghana at 68, Ghana is celebrating, we are celebrating an independent of nothingness. Why? During coup, the reason for coup protests or coup makers was because, corruption, mismanagement on behalf of various political leaders. You get it? And until no say will be 50% in it, me signing will be papa lie. Ya boni tunya eden. Ya kunu. They were killed for nothing. Why am I saying this? Now, we have young, energetic, fresh from school graduates who venture into politics, and all of a sudden, we wouldn't know where they garnered their wealth. And nobody is accounting for anything. You get it? So we are celebrating. Why do we even celebrate this Independence Day? Time mra yenya fa ahudi. Enti mra na yenya fa ahudi. Ni fa ahudi ni yenya no fa so be ni yenya film. Now we are having Galamsey power sponsored Galamsey your friend is saying campaigns, political party in power Galamsey campaigns, and we are telling me say we are celebrating Ghana at 68th Independence Day. Now John Mahama say yem to your friendly because first time no Jane said to him, no, this is the first time celebrity Independence Day at the Jubilee. Of which this is not the first time. You get it? Let's set the record straight. And he is citing because of say or today or costs. And I yes, sometimes some costs are beneficial to bear. Why? Look, we all know say the president is parades all the security personnel to be saluted. Yeah. Which ensures say this is the day Ghana had its freedom from its colonial masters. Yeah. The president should come and tell us, say health-wise he wasn't fit. So want to mean now so several hours. Man prano no one namunu jina ho betime ontimi. He can't. They should come and tell us. I know say make na you say the way na be na affair. They should come and tell us. They should come and tell us. Ontimi the man can't. But the issue is, look, Ghana ya come nipa be for nothing. And they're fresh from school. Obi at the airport. Onya adwumada o. Onya adwumada o. Onutimi oni airport hills mansion. Onya adwumada o. Where did he get his money? From printing press.
Ontoye wahan.
Wahan for almost 12 years.
Na yiri ne busuafo bo.
Na yiri ne adwuma ben, yiri busuafo ye adwuma ben. Look, these are some of the questions that we need to be asking ourselves as a country. Because if all of a sudden, if we don't know the source of your finances, the source of your wealth, you will not also own him. Also now no or secure equity Abrante no. Say minister for foreign affairs and yeah. When he was in opposition, he even put people's date of birth certificates in public. Now, almost in the source of how he is able to finance, how he is able to even pay for his rents and other stuffs. You get it? Look, it's the Independence Day, the positivity aspects. Anka, you're celebrating man kurako jina na president ajene salute and they say it's puts some sense of patriotism in you. You get it? You come match pass
yeah.
You get it? But match pass you also I want to kakura and said them enti akura no onyina. Odobe no be wa man man say me kwama me man. They make an watch them patronate. So the president, irrespective or in as much as he thinks to say he is cutting down costs, he should also know the implications of these things. Because you're inculcating something into the coming generation. Because in Ghana ni kasa ye better na hey kasa ye kan kra ya kabrofo be de we are losing our identity. And one of the major tools at least I was say on my ye did say ye ma sebe omo ba omo fefe omo nyini mu ne say oh my no say this is what we stand for. This is where we were liberated from our colonial masters. So we celebrate this day to show say we have yes indeed been liberated from them. And you know say oh catch me say oh cut down costs. Oh cut costs there you can cut down costs by even limiting your international travels. You can even cut down costs. One, yes, we're fulfilling the promises by the 60 ministers, of which are very commendable. Dr. Baumia was share Dr. Baumia vision on also they be cutting down the ministers and costs. It's very good, very laudable. But men can't me say you are reducing costs by not doing what gives the hope or what gives patriotism to the Ghanaian people or to Ghanaian students or to the citizens of this country. So it is our identity as a people. It shows say yes, this is where you know if you found who you feel and the Excellency John Dramani Mahama yes no e bia fe na wa banintino me metenase e bia on the first year now washa ase na the first term ni no enema be ye as time goes on no you should make sure say be enema or the beto akwe mama you celebrating Independence Day Black Star Square for people to know, for the international world to know, say yes, Ghana was liberated or had its independence on this day.
Okay, Deborah, let me ask you this question before Ansana Meko Minya Bema Honum. Do you think it's worth celebrating Ghana's independence because celebrating Ghana Independence Day? On my yewo gold, yewo diamond, yewo lithium, yewo bauxite, yewo team chese, yewo cocoa. Bibi biara nke wo se ebua mo man Ghana, ye tumpon no, yewo ni nyina. But the end of the day, yen chese baby 68 years amanfo gusuati inuasi suade ebi enya insupampo na wo manom na seat match bia no ni ekogina honom yes ye kwamachi enekra de enye ye time match pass ibi tisi a match wo mutumi ya na ene yes bibi de ice right and wo made ono ende wo mutumi asazonto a na wo mawie wo matoa so what are we they ye be ya ye de be mankola de hu say Ghana is 68 years. Ghana is going to be 69 years very soon. This is what we need to do. Yenye sadie we say de be ye betumi aboa wo man Ghana ye should it always be about the match and near matches and salute kwana?
And I make us say, one say Michelle say the identity of Ghanaians is what we have to know. Say the 6th March as a day or celebrating our independence, it's a message. You get it? It tells us something to be patriotic. So you are all beside my question. Say, is it worth celebrating?
Yes.
I would say it is highly worth celebrating. Okay. Why? Because it inculcates patriotism. Look, your time when it was 6 March, and yemfa niaguru. Yemfa niaguru.
And no more the adani azon to sa.
Not azon to sano. And then make us it sends a message outside and internal within ourselves. Yeah. You get it? And look, Okas Omaya you will good. Your bauxite, your diamond, your manganese, your everything that I hear. I was say the head more bani, but I dear back where I was on my head to frupe. Any man your sem. Meanwhile, Opama, name koshe baby. See, Anama, me koshe baby. I will make sure say me on mine no da. Me mama busu yamum na eden. And I benefit within the mechanism if you get me. You get it?
Yeah.
So I stand say the 6th March or the Independence Day is worth celebrated because the boy a kabi bichire mebuna na inchirima say o mine intini say ma mine no nya dan ehia Ghana ma ya menu mienu dan edia enti ekwanya Ghana fa so si besi ho no na inculcated to the unborn generation.
So should it always be the marching without bringing any vital information? Talking about the economy, talking about the country. 68 years, what should we do? What can we do?
I know we will have a long way to go as a country. Because look, the system, there is a system, you get it? Until we change that system. Sister, let's forget about politics. We will come here, we will sit down and we'll be discussing such issues. It won't help us. So until we change the system, we change every aspect of our thinking faculty, we should forget. The politicians will go there. But what we forget is politicians, it doesn't matter whether you are an NPP, whether you are an NDC. This is a matter of Ghana. And as a matter of agency, only if we change our system, we change our educational system to inculcate patriotism. And then Akurako school won't say, he doesn't care. You get it? And you could see some of our colleagues buying their home phone. But on one property there, or buying at heart. Yeah. You get it? Why? It is the system. Uko USA. Akura wo mo flag say egufoma on pa ho da. The moment he listens or he hears the national anthem of the United States, he stands still. Why? Because they've inculcated the spirit of patriotism in them. So what I say, and then hey, obit me for not the so yes, you get it. So we have a very long way to go as a country.
Yes.
So if you tell me that it is well celebrated, but the system that we have created for ourselves it's not working.
Okay.
Akwabi na car na sama kwa abranti anu dey was the 24/7 bus
glass and
you get it, because the system that they've created over there, sister, no matter the caliber, no matter who you are, the law is not respecter of people. Who was car embrancho by papashia pathway wahi and amraye day. So if we are celebrating our Independence Day, we have to try as much as possible to inculcate the spirit of patriotism. And until make us say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, irrespective and answer, in as much as you are trying to cut down costs, no say you are sad the spirit are not mount forward towards the data we were liberated from colonialism no every nkrofomu yes akra na ene ya fake kra na mabunu no omo for mine no kra bim and for mine nye hwe.
Okay. Quick down for my minty one so submission on that.
Edikano mamidika enko bibia o kan no. We say the president is not fit and he couldn't stand. That is why he asked for a short ceremony. And
I think that one there or Becca or say maybe.
Maybe. It's not true. I don't know why that should be an option, because right after the ceremony, the president went to Volta region.
Yes.
He went there, went to inspect. I think there's some accidents here.
Trade out.
Yes, there's some. Yes, Okoye. Right from there, he came back to Accra International Conference Center to address for a governance dialogue. From there, he went to Mali. Right now, he's in Niger. How is the president not fit? How can't he stand? He wants to cut down costs for the celebration. In Ho, we spent 13.7 million Ghana cedis in organizing Independence Day. In Cape Coast, we spent 15 million Ghana cedis.
Backed by facts.
Backed by what the president said in his address. I'm quoting the president. According to the president, we spent 13.7 million in Ho, 15 million in Cape Coast. And this year, the budget that was allocated for the Independence Day at the Independence Square was 20 million Ghana cedis. Gentlemen, to spend this amount of money, 20 million, when we are already trying to cut down costs. Everybody knows Independence Day. At least, even nothing at all. In Korano, we already know Independence Day match. So, we not doing a march pass for the president to come and take a salute. Emma and Krani being fainty. So just in brain penny for cry. More from a food soldiers they faint. Ebi Krana ni salary cram my. Krani ebi kra only desk crowd betnaso. Our class. What the number match pass? Hospital no cry in a cocran, say near emergency cry. Ebi kolebu cry, ebi do cry, they can short beds. Now all the neighbors on major match pass when we are already facing economic challenges. It doesn't mean that we are not seeing the relevance of Independence Day. Not that we didn't celebrate the independence at all. We held an independence, we celebrated. We had a ceremony. The president was there, everybody was there. And even on that day, we even organized Independence Day Awards, where Gina Nopokwajiman, Her Excellency the Vice President, and the Education Minister, Haruna Idrisu, honored 52 students who had done well in their education, honored them. So Independence Day is not about march pass. It's not about you being partisan and all that NDC, NPP. No. Independence Day is a day where we reflect on 6 March 1957.
Were you in Kumasi when Independence Day was celebrated in Babayara? Were you in Kumasi?
That was last 3 years.
That was 2019.
2019.
Were you in Kumasi?
2019. No, I wasn't there by then.
Okay. I'll pardon you for that.
Oh,
so you
allow me.
Sorry.
Although, yes, I'm not saying that Independence Day is not beautiful to have a large celebration and all that. But at this point where we have economic crisis, we should accept that we have economic crisis, and these are some of the means we are cutting costs. This is one of the means we are cutting costs. 20 million, and the president said the ceremony they had cost 1.5 million. 20 million, 1.5 million. Look at the difference. 20 minus 1.5, that's about 18.5 million saved and to be used for something else. That is the relevance of independence, to reflect. And the president spoke about all what's happening, and we all know the Independence Day story is something we all remember. Kwame Nkrumah, we always remember Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah's name can never be forgotten. Mm-hmm. So we cutting costs doesn't mean we are not caring about the independence. It's a beautiful celebration. Mm-hmm. But rather bringing the children for March Pass, we've organized awards for them, and we are honoring what they have done at the Independence Day education ceremony, where the education minister said that they encouraged them that they should do more. The vice president also encouraged the girls to also do more, so that as the boys were winning their awards plenty more than the girls can also come, inspiring the girls. And that is Independence Day. Independence Day is not all about March Pass, where you were talking about the Daniel Zone to Nina. No, let's teach the children coming that Independence Day it's not only about March Pass. It's about reflecting. How far have we gone? That's the discussion I expect us to be having.
So how far have we gone?
Now that we are come to have a discussion.
What discussion?
Relax. No. Relax. You wanted me to allow you. Have allowed you. Also allow me. Allow me.
I just want to get the input.
I wanted to clarify. Yes.
Talk for now.
Now we are. How far have we gone? In Ghana, we've had military coups. Before later 1992. Since 1992, nothing has happened again. The military rules, National Redemption Council, Supreme Military Council 1, Council 2, a champon, they were all trying to curb corruption. But when they come, then they become corrupt themselves. It means Ghana and Ankasa, So then what do we have to do? We have to start changing our mindset. Then I can give you credit for what you said on that. We have to start changing our mindset. We have to start valuing Ghana property. Like you said, I give you credit again. You have to start valuing Ghana property. You must say,
give me credit. Then you have to give me credit for all the things that I say. If you are giving portions of things that I say.
Oh no! When I say something and then I see that you have said it, I will give you credit. But the ones you said earlier, number say me boy chikakra. Said they all kind of need.
Oh no! Yeah, I don't have a problem. Yeah.
So I can give you we have to value state property. So Ghana, it is our mindset that has brought us this far. The Chinese talking about Galamsey. Galamsey is the same black people. They shoot the videos and be like, say, yes, guy, you're too good, all so that.
Give me credit for that one too.
I give you credit for that one. So it's the same black people, because the white Chinese man, he himself will not enter the he doesn't have the akukudro, he doesn't even have the strength. We have the strength because we eat the banku and the fufu and the things. We have the strength. So we have to start changing our mindset. And definitely, obi remuna or person of glass we are just or catch you. Chinese man don't mean Ghana and Mahakeke. That means there are people who are underground.
Yes.
Okay,
don't say party.
Power sponsor campaigns.
Campaigns, yes. That means there are people who are under. So I won't do whether NPP or NDC. If there are some NDC, if there are some NDC nationals.
I think. Sorry for me cutting you off. Look, I'm a health personnel.
Okay.
So sometimes if such things we politicize it saddens me.
It's painful.
Frankly speaking, let's put our political.
Galamsey is not something we are supposed to politicize.
Galamsey is not something. The NPP is guilty of it.
NDC is also guilty of it.
We are having traditional leaders who are also guilty of it.
They are even the most guilty. They are the main people because they are the custodians of the land.
Yes.
This bows down to the patriotism and the independence celebration that we are talking of. So I just want to cite. Until we stop depoliticizing
Galamsey, we will move on as a country.
It's a canker.
Yes.
Galamsey is a canker. Currently, Galamsey is a canker, but sometimes we don't know. We don't know the implications of Galamsey. I am having patients at my facility who are suffering, who are having leukemia as a result of cyanide and the mercury. I am working at a Galamsey field. Look,
it's sad.
But it's a very serious. The Galamsey issue. Let's forget MPP the politics kakra. NDC the politics pan. But the issue.
Don't go there.
My sister. The issue is until say Yebema who say Galamsey.
It's a national issue. No.
Obi infanyan an agenda for his parochial interest. We should forget it. We are losing lives.
A lot of lives.
It is killing people more than HIV. It is killing people more than
malaria.
Accident and malaria.
Yeah.
But we have not channeled our energy that because Yawo esikafuo bia
omoshasi
sebe manu sisumina so yawo ahemfo binom a omoshasi.
This is a clear truth.
You get it?
Because land
so
here,
until we liberate us, until because I initially said liberation wasn't only about the colonial masters.
Of course,
liberation is also liberating ourselves from greedy people, corrupt politicians, and other people. So how are we going to make sure say akurano se China ni ba o me dada na o ma osimpo na takuma won ko sha minimum fa enko sei wan kasa wunsu
say ebu egu o mo so
wan kasa wunsu woni me kan yanyini wo me nyini wo bampena se ensuo bi ho bampena se fo mo hwe me nyina no de no ne efe na kwasua de a me ko hu akwasua wo ho Mami, sa amere no, okona okodi agoro ba obetimi asa kwasua yen de. Anom.
Enne.
Mami, me ko share nsuo no ho. Di nsuo na ye no. Eno kra nya galam so I think I'm say sand winning me be. Sister,
sand winning.
And you could see even the damage they've done to.
Even the ones they don't use the water.
The stream.
They don't cover. When they are done, they don't cover it.
Oh, kwa Accra. Udru. Akakra mo do suhum on your left, on your right. That sense as nyina. Ukodun kwawa. Hwe ye metena ha nye da bia na ba betena ha
politics. No.
When it comes to issues of galamsey,
it's a national issue.
It's a very national issue. And until we depoliticize the communication of galamsey, sister, Emfa. Yenyi ye agenda mfio. Yenyi politics in free. The NPP.
Yes, as Ghanaians.
And look, I don't want to politicize. And your political party bia ne constituency chairman is ma soldier for crane the constituency. You get it?
Constituency chairman.
Yeah.
On your MP.
Or
your party back
constituency chairman.
Oh no.
You get it? Eras to Cesare Donko. I was watching it and I was like, where lies our future?
Which party?
NDC.
Oh no, which party?
NDC.
Then she has to be arrested. They are supposed to go after her.
NDC. Look, say NPP enye NDC enye.
Yes.
Because yes. So the issue of galamsey and celebrating our independence until we liberate ourselves. We have already liberated ourselves from our colonial masters, but we are yet to liberate ourselves from greedy and corrupt politicians and corrupt people in this country.
Yeah.
And this is not political.
You can continue.
This is not political. No. And so, like I was saying, I said the independence. There are so many things to consider. You will say you change your mindset as Ghanaians. Now, to the politicians especially, most Senegal city, they steer everything when it comes to everything, and even every part of the country has declined in terms of, we are not supposed to be here at 68 years. Even in sports, Ghana, we should be by now for 68 years. We should be challenging at the world side. Black Stars, as I say, Black Stars in Crawford, who door for Black Stars cry. No, my brother said, "Oh, follow football. You can see say Black Stars in cry. And who door cry has reduced." Yeah. And then Menyasho say Black Stars. It depends on country or money neighbor. Last time, Omukobo Accra Sports Stadium. It was just almost half of the stadium, Black Stars. But first, at least, if nothing at all, a few years back or some years back, Black Stars used to be something that Crawford held in high esteem. Black Stars, it was something that was nationwide. And the people have lost interest. Everywhere.
This bows down to the patriotism that I was talking about.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Sports, economy, healthcare. Even the healthcare is down. Baby, question mark down. We have to set up as a country. Yeah. This is not about NPP NDC. Mm-hmm. So me myself, I'm appealing to my government, to the sitting President Jomama, and I have trust in him that he will deliver. So we have hopes in the national budget, tomorrow's budget. Enra on your X space about Twitter or X, any Kaliji. Influences, and didn't come on. We gave him my expectations. Influences now your Twitter and money expectations, and also my things to expect. And here, Shani say some obey deliver budgeter.
And your
budgeter, question marks be bewitching. And I trust Honorable Ato Forsen. He's someone who is well in it. We saw him on opposition. And I believe that in government, I'm sure in opposition sometimes you may talk. Maybe I'm a bonti, I'm so had the fini idea, had the muntimin clean her ye. Maybe I'm a remua, maybe I send a prayer hantia. Send us a running hantia.
Yes, party be our opposition, I say we are saying
now when it's me so banner. Yes,
but
I am sure and I have trust in the NDC government. My own government say, what's not budget never bano. At least it will give hope to Ghanaians. Now, at least. There will be dispensation and disbursement of the money to wherever it has to go to. Thank you.
Okay, we're second topic for discussion. Honorable John Jinapo or the Sembi about said the energy sector is bleeding and something needs to be done to stop the bleeding. Even ya bema, mamem bra wo. Okay, and mamem tio. And somebody bujina po see there. Do dum shone sho there. Actually tio.
Yes, dum shone there. Alarming issue. Fine say because electricity are there in you used to. I think last week on this show I sat here and I said it that the energy sector now there is debt. From the State of the Nation address, Muhammad said there about estimation of 50 billion Ghana cedi debt. Yes, because, like I said, Ghana, we are supposed to have a future plan. According to the Energy Minister, Honorable Jinapo, or say there is a certain infrastructure, I think CMA or CBA or something, that helps in the distribution of power. Now, it is something that we've been using from 2006. And then since 2006, there has been 186% demand for power. 2006, now your population, if I should estimate, and they compare now, per statistics, we should be around 20.03. Right now, we are about 34.4 million, or about 35 million. Because I think about in the last 3 years, we're about 30 million. So per statistics, we should be around 34.5 million, which shows that the demand is getting higher. So if the demand is getting higher, we shouldn't sit down. And or say there are steps, there are financial measures are more put in place to get a second one. Yes, to get a second one. A mooring infrastructure, to media producing power. Now, there will be privatization kakrabebam, because we are facing economical challenges. So privatization kakrabebam, the government can't handle it on its own. Until the other energy producing companies somewhere around, Netco, Amandi Energy, they should all come on board and support the government, because electricity there, we are hoping, and I'm sure in the energy sector, it is somewhere that our money is really going, because we are paying off debt, we are buying fuel, we are doing this, we are dispersing the gas pipeline and other things. And as far as I know, to the West African gas pipeline too, there is a problem that was being fixed from last year. That I think the problem is still being fixed. So in the latter part of last year, and Adum Sonishas year into this year. So in as much as we are blaming the government, let's also read more and know that there are other issues relating to it. And let's say abani ya obukra we doom light obukra obuha ye doom light mama na abi doom light no. Yes,
send we say
it's just a talk. Yes, but ECG, they should be doing their best. They are doing their best. They are in debt. It is the sector that has accumulated a lot of debt.
Debt from which party?
Oh,
because John Dramani Mahama has understood, say will be fans will be free abemo or solve dum so.
Yes.
And then His Excellency, our former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, one also catch say he's leaving the light on as he is leaving the power. Until if there is debt, na said Nana Addo to me ja light is so Nana Addo why is it that John Dramani Mahama is not continuing?
Nana Addo never left the lights on. Light out. I can give you some areas. That light out was going on. I say last week I said it.
But frankly speaking,
comparing
the
ending. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It started from last year. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and there 2012 to 2016 there. We all experienced it.
What you have to?
Yes, there was doom so and but you try. and I yetimi kebe issue no hand over Akufo-Addo and also be carry light na last year. And I'm saying I say last year. And I'm making you aware, say the West African gas pipeline is under reconstruction. Obviously, there is a problem with it, so they are giving it. And then, like I said, demand for your infrastructure now is supply. No? 186% increment according to the energy minister. Yes, so there should be building of more infrastructure. I expect some of the Ochina budget, encode that side. No, muntimi. In every at least there should be financing of the yes, at least if nothing at all yentimi and financing a part of it. Now private companies need to be more no more so then they should also consider solar as well. Then assist can you say yes not so but yes, but it is where we are, and then we have a working government NDC, we have a working president, we have a working energy minister, we are ready to solve problems.
Okay, now
the man I always say we have a working government, we have a working president John Mahama, we have a working energy minister, and Ochina a working finance minister, and so we present working budget. Now Ochina will see positives better than the last 8 years.
Okay. That's okay. Where's the fire when you media? Others more kind of Adriana.
When in India, all working. No. A working government do not give excuses. You get it? I was expecting John Jinapo to have said, this is the problem, this is the challenge that we are facing, we are going to solve it. But you don't come and give me these whimsical excuses. That is why the Ghanaian people had trust in you. Say, you are the better managers of the economy. That is why the president-elect had faith in you. Say, with your expertise at the level or at the energy sector, go and contribute your quota. And now you come and give us stories. When NDC was leaving power in 2017, Ghana's overall debt, when it comes to the energy sector, was estimated to be around $2.4 billion US dollars. In the 80 years of Akufo-Addo NPP, Ghana's energy sector debt is estimated to be around 3.2 billion US dollars. What is the marginal increment within 8 years? Do you know why in 2014 we were experiencing incessant power outages? It wasn't about generational issue, it was about financial issue. Our current energy sector problem is a financial issue. Pay the power purchases and producers, those who gives us gas to power our various machines, plants. You get it? So you should give us a break. John Jinapono opposition kasa onya dede no.
No fix it.
Oh, fix that thing. Mokache na post should give. Wasn't that what they said? Na post should give us timetable. Oh my timetable. Look, I'm free. And now I'm driver from Sunyani to Kumasi. From Tanoso or Tratanoso. Ebesi, they can say bitchem. When na license. Within that stretch. Within that stretch. And you come here, sit here, look at me, tell me you are having a working government. Whilst me mammy or no fish. I was suffering, and now call Duma. Generator to. In the 8 years of Akufo-Addo, man, who did that? In the 8 years of Akufo-Addo, man, who generator were a doom abonte so that. But within 2 months, generator to, and nobody know the moon have been 14 fa. Petu, carbon monoxide, and I guess I'm okay. And it even adds hazards to our environment. More sabi mu de yesu kumie more my light in them and then in 3 days super me say fridge ma say
this is a lie. This is a lie
because for every Sunday for years be amete every Sunday 24 hours near lights.
Frankly speaking,
you are talking about financing. Relax. You are talking.
around 5 something.
You were talking about you were talking about financing. We should give money. We should give. Whose budget are we using now? We are using your budget. The budget you gave us last year. So wait for tomorrow's budget.
I'm coming.
You are talking. You are saying you talk. You are saying give money. Give money. Give money. Give which money? We are using your budget. The budget you left us is what we are using.
So whose budget did you guys use in celebrating the Independence Day?
It is still
the budget. Listen. The 20 million you left that we should use. We thought about. We said no. 20 million.
So why are you not using the surpluses that you've given?
Oh no.
To be paying.
That's not how it works.
Isn't
that's not how it works.
If that is not how it works, I'm coming. If that is not how it works, we have prepared the budget for you with an estimation. Is that not it? Now you are saying you are going to cut costs. That means you are going to, preserve some of the money to do other things.
It is Ochina nebe who surplus. Ochina nebe who surplus.
Look, especially with the NDC.
No, the
majority of Ghanaians 7 money to also embark in kind. So the surplus, where are they going to invest that surplus? I don't know a communication for another day. But my problem is we are talking about light.
We are talking about light. You said we should finance.
Please.
And I'm telling you, you said we should finance. And I'm telling you that we are using your budget.
You are using my budget, but now you are cutting costs in my budget.
We are
What are you talking about? Of which we are facing the problems.
Because what the budget you gave us for Independence Day was outrageous. It wasn't too much. No, it wasn't too much. It was outrageous. Use the word outrageous.
Let's wait and see.
See, tomorrow.
You are taking credit. He's taking credit for the positivities, but it's not ready to accept the shortfalls of the country.
You gave us a budget. Now this is what we should use. And we sat down. We said this 20 million. No. Energy. It has already been disbursed.
Do you understand yourself? As someone who cannot one, you are telling me say budget the amount of budget of a huge amount to be used in celebrating Independence Day. Is that not it? And one, in your own wisdom, when you said that be scanner so. And the yen cut cost, and you even made a figure say we've even saved almost 18.5 billion US dollars. Million US
Ghana
dollars.
cedis.
You get Ghana cedis. Is it US dollars or Ghana cedis?
Ghana cedis.
18.5 million Ghana cedis. That is your own statement, right? Of which I will catch me say, your budget na more use.
Yes.
Now, maybe budget na my amount. In your own wisdom, in your own capacity, you've been able to create surplus.
Yes.
So why are you not taking blame for the challenges you are facing with respect to the payment of the energy sector?
Tomorrow is when we will find out. Tomorrow we'll find out how much is going into the energy sector.
Are you telling me my message one time or budget and light moments of that?
No,
how can you say this? How can you say this?
Reading the budget before they can solve what the problem that is going on.
Listen to him.
It's a system. It's a system. We have planned. That's why it's called a budget.
As we are speaking now. Nanado Dankwe Gufade said he left the lights on. John Dramani Mahama says before I even left office I had fixed it. So if now
we are facing
challenges, that is why John Jinapo, he is the energy minister. And he has said it, say when they met Wakasafa
and he stated how we are going to solve it.
I am not expecting him to come out to lament.
He didn't lament. He stated
it was a forum.
It was a forum.
Forum is not an
have you seen a forum? No. Have you seen? Excuse me. Have you seen? No. Excuse me. Have you seen a forum? A forum is an avenue for lamenting. Is that what you are saying?
You have to put measures down to tell Ghanaians that these are the measures that we put in place in curbing the challenges that we are facing now.
No, you must
first and tell me.
No.
This.
Even the viewers and the listeners are Moshe Jumedi. Frankly speaking, the NPP is trying their best. Women making sure says how 2 months pay and this year. No, I don't know if they should perform
this is something
that we do in 8 years.
This is a signal. Look, this is a signal that we are going to take them by the neck because the things that he said when
this one you are not taking you are really squeezing the juice out of them.
Yes, that is the use of the opposition. Yes, that's why they are in opposition for constructive criticism, not for outrageous and
let me listen to
out of the box criticisms. You are talking about
the that we've had here. Which one is out of proportion?
Relax. No. You said I told you 20 million, and we felt 20 million. We couldn't use it. We used 1.5.
So
money
of which
tomorrow
surpluses of 18.5.
We can't go and carry it and put it somewhere.
We can't just carry this
and go and put it somewhere.
I know.
We can't go and carry it and give it to the end minister.
The money to the energy sector or the power purchasing producers. I am saying you are taking credit for the positivities that you've done within these 2 months, but you are not taking credit for the challenges Ghanaians are facing. And you come and tell me you are using my money.
You want us to take credit for challenges? Why should we take credit for challenges?
You see that analogy?
Why should we take credit for challenges?
You see that analogy?
No. Why should we take?
I'm coming. You are taking credit for creating avenue for surpluses within the budgets which you told us we were the ones who created or who did that.
The budget you left behind.
The budget that we left behind. Fair enough. We have allocated 20 million Ghana cedis for the Independence Day celebration in your own wisdom, which is very good, in cutting costs to save the country because you pay your description.
Yes, we are cutting costs. Crisis. Yes.
You get it. So you've cut costs and you have been able to make surpluses of 18.5. You are taking credit for that because you are using our budget. Is that not it? Now, I told you go and pay the power producers, the independent power producers. Is that not it? Go and pay them. And you tell me you are using my budget. And what kind of analogy is that? The fact that you are using my budget, does it prevent you or deter you from not paying them?
We can't carry. So you want us to?
I am not saying.
Are you saying? No. Are you saying that we should win the money you left us?
Me refer to statement.
Yeah, power producers. Ochina ni ebehu ahia ebeko energy sector. Ahia ebeko. So ochina ohwe.
But you guys should try as much as possible to give us timetable. Because now you will do some.
Now you also want timetable.
You will do some. 2 months. You should give us timetable.
You want timetable
because the heat.
God willing tomorrow.
To all amounts to all God willing tomorrow.
2 months when you.
2 months.
So it's relaxing.
2 months.
NDC Timo Sum. And they say,
what is so quick? What is so light? And then on the permission woman, Namaso plant.
And no pay.
Yes, Namaso plant.
See, you can't.
Like radio station, it is almost at the edge of collapse. They champion the agenda of this current government. Why? Because they can't even get money to buy food. I know a radio station. And me say I am there. Say or chamber bread, but so let's
go to our final topic for discussion. Let me come to you. Celebrated Independence Day at Jubilee House is value for money. Yes, Mahama.
Yes, like we said, we've cut costs and then we felt that in as much as we are cutting costs across all the sectors, we felt that the 20 million, like I said, was something that we could cut cost on. And then in cutting costs, we should have a small celebration at the Jubilee House instead of, booking the Independence Square, going here, calling this person, making this reservation, canopies, tents and all that. We felt that this was also a means of cutting costs. So, we felt the value for money.
Is the Independence Square not for the state?
Yes, it's for the state, but yes, it's for the state. Have to book.
Do we have to book?
As far as I know, if people want to use the Independence Square, they have to pay, but I don't know how much.
Like state property, celebrating 6th March Day, we need to book that place.
That's why I said I don't really know how, but what I know is that to book Independence Square, you have to book. But I don't know if the government within themselves is organizing, they will have to book. But if we felt 20 million organizing at Independence Square would cost us this much, why don't we cut it, organize a small ceremony, the president comes, tells us how we are moving as a country, the way forward, and the significance of independence. If we've seen that this is the way forward, why don't we just do it? Use 1.5 million and move forward. I believe this is the value for money. Let's save the 18.5 million rather than the 13.7 used in Ho and the 50 million used in Cape Coast. Let's just save all that money and then let's show Ghanaians that cutting the size of government is saving cost. Cutting the size of some of these celebrations is saving cost. And in the latter part of his statement, he said that we should be expecting more of these cost cuts. We should expect more. So, the president has done well. He has done very well by cutting the cost of the Independence Day celebration.
Okay, yeah, from this angle, and Sana, one of the things is, I personally feel, say, each year Independence Day, it also creates an avenue for people
to sell and
to sell. Yenfa Ashanti region even in 2019. Yewo enkrofo a wo mu 2 kwan free obi memu.
Yes.
Eba because say wo mu pese wo mu be hwe kwan ya Ghana yesifa celebrate your Independence Day. Obi ba obe high hotel obe to aduane obe to made in Ghana ye kente ye accessories ya ye use ya made with the Ghana colors no ni ade nyina. This year there a course na very simple and things. I saw a lot of tourists womo complaining bitterly say they thought say womo ba aba be share said the Ghana ye celebrating Independence Day near there, and when they came they didn't even get a chance to even witness it near there. Don't you think say state so far been waboka from that? Because say me koton si oba kwa I pay tax. Se nipa 10 eto a dey pay tax, nipa 100 eto a dey pay tax. Inti sa sika na nka Ghana nso no ye betumi a generate from the Independence Day no. Aren't you sure say ya hwe sa sika ni nyina?
Oh, in as much as individually, for be gaining money, and then
the state is going
the
to
state
gain
will also
that
gain money
money
because of taxes and all that. But if you compare it to the amount that Kaibe share, there will be an imbalance. I don't think say the amount of money say they compare. I don't think say there should be an imbalance, because say when we spend a lot of money in getting it, in organizing a big ceremony, and then people buying this, buying that, or they compare the amount of money that we spent is more than.
No, I'm not sure I'm going to agree with you on that.
Because
that the amount of we are talking about 16 regions.
16 regions. It is why it is not everybody. I don't know how much the intake. I don't know how many. I can't give an estimation of how many people come for the Independence Day celebration. And this, people what you are saying, travel. Is something that I can't really give. A balance as to whether the state is gaining or losing.
The state is definitely gaining. The state can never and ever lose on Independence Day.
That's why I say I can't really tell, because if the president says that 20 million is the cost in celebrating, and we use 1.5 million in celebrating, I mean, at on hearing you, we've cut costs, but individually and tax-wise, we've also lost. And tourist hotels, if nothing at all, there will be other places. I mean, when they come, they can't just come for one day. Maybe Oba Independence, Kobeko Omina, Meko Cape Coast. So that side is also where we can talk about. But it is a question I can't really give an answer to as to whether we actually lost or gained. What I know is that the cost involved in organizing we've cut the cost.
But states
no bet boka or we lose as a tourist attraction and all that. I can't really tell.
Okay.
Initially, I think that when we were talking about this Independence Day celebration and other stuff, I stressed on some of these things that we are already coming to talk about. You see, one thing that my brother should know is the Independence Day is a national celebration. It's not a government event. Independence Day celebration is for the people.
Yes.
So if you tell me you are organizing the events at Jubilee House, look, even with the political perception, you see, some people are more political anymore than they are national. You get it? People might even think that you are rather politicizing the event. Do you get my perception? Because look, imagine that this event has been, organize at the Independence Square, the normal venue that we all know. The place has been, always been, it's politics, everywhere anymore to the extent that because in the John Mahama no crowd by the Independence Day Jubilee House because on Besegana for crab heading, able get access to the event. You get it. And look, the event is our identity.
Yes.
As a people. Look, was it in 2018 when they celebrated the Tatamale? Was it 2018, right? Look at that. Just the atmosphere, the culture display, and that effect. You get it? So China independence they won't even. So maybe you bet make us they are well advanced more than us. But look, let me say a kabiwa obo edi you get it. Some costs are justifiable. You get it? Me say ebia ma wo meba na me to atade ama me ba na me boka but me ma me ba ho ayeden ayefe. You get it? So a woman say omanpanyin ono ni nadwem pamu de na adwen ni say bia or ye ama ya teteka so but look we are losing our identity. You get it? We are losing the unity atmosphere in our environment, especially when it gets to occasions like this. Do you know, say me when the Seas match, I didn't even know that day was Seas match.
You didn't know?
I didn't even know. Yeah. Because sometimes the occasion will even tell you the date it is. Yeah. You get it? Who drew Christmas? Like you would see the sound of where now you could see that we are having Christmas. You get it? Do you remember Ghana at 50? I didn't know was a Ghana that cup. I still have mine. Sometimes no me just as for.
Okay.
You get it? Mm-hmm. I still have mine. So it's an identity. Emma who say yes. Oh yeah, Ghana. When in Jubilee Park. Do you know Jubilee Park?
Yeah.
Do you know say it was called Jackson Park?
Yeah.
That was the original name.
Yeah.
Why? Yet the two Jubilee Park because to mark the 50th, which is the Jubilee anniversary when Ghana gained independence. So it serves as an identity. So now you are cutting costs, but you don't know you are depriving the people of a certain perception that they should have. You get it?
Yeah.
Irrespective of how cost effective it might look, you are depriving people of things they should know. But yeah, 2019, Baba Yara,
yeah.
The cultural display. You see the enthusiasm.
And I think a beton region, you know, but Nam said
that was the 2018. That was the first time I'm a court tamale.
People go there to go and learn the new culture and
you get it. The cost now. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or Kate Costin. When him say you're losing a lot of.
Yes, that's what I know. We have lost a lot.
We've lost investors.
Yes.
We've lost foreign mercenaries. Those people who want to come to Ghana to know.
Have a feel of how Ghanaians celebrate.
You get it.
Because I know say Kadia Yawaka.
I cannot remember.
And the money
besides,
we were going to have would be more than this.
We are in the Jubilee House. Yeah, we are going to say why I make it to a Quran. It is an estimation that you make. Me, I don't have figures. So me, when I don't have facts, I don't quote figures because figures might sometimes sound very confusing. You get it? And a bit me I know what should be. Means that me what the figures. Well, me I don't mean both figures. I give estimations. You get it? And you know. No matter how cost effective, how costs whatever description that we will accredit to it, you know, we are losing our identity by if he continues to adapt this strategy. It is a lazy man's approach to Ghana resources. It is a lazy man's approach.
Oh, even John Dramani Mahama said he saved 19 million Ghana cedis.
It's so
20 million. Then that means you should just
1 million. So
and he saved 19 million.
So you get
but
it.
But Ghana what for?
Yeah, what for me because look, our tourism sector industry. We've you see And yes, be an if
there were videos abrofuna be were complaining bitterly.
It's not about the fanfare aspect too. It's about the communication, the image you are selling outside there. You get it? It's His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. We've given you the second chance. This is not Philadelphia, but this is the second chance Ghanaians gave you.
Okay.
They've given you this chance to come and correct the mistakes some people perceive you to have made previously. But if you continue on this tangent, and he wasn't even ready to come for the second time. What you say? My brother. Missy BNI, no, they should
let's be careful. Let's be careful with some of the things you say. Let's be careful.
No. I am making that point.
It is by the grace of God that wait me about.
No, you are saying that he wasn't even ready to come.
Yes.
Why are you John Dramani Mahama?
It's a known fact.
What is a known fact? You and who know?
Even in his Facebook, in my first coup d'etat, he can't even make decision for himself. So it's a known fact. So what are you talking about, my brother? And look, let me tell you. Look, some of us.
Let's be careful. You have said 2 or 3 statements about the president.
Listen to me.
You said the president wasn't fit.
I am testing this. Some of us, we don't fear the BNI thing. No.
You don't fear.
The only thing that
you are on the national television.
Yes,
you are on the national television.
He hasn't really said anything that is going to trigger for BNI.
I'm coming. Listen.
And he said it's a known fact. Who know?
My brother, listen to me.
Yes, if the NPP members are going to vote, do you think NDC would have voted?
If the NPP members are going to vote, we are looking at the outcome of the election. What's happened? 38.
So
listen to me. Listen to me.
They voted.
Listen to me.
Checking the vote.
The vote count.
2020 and then
yes, the vote count. You can't tell that.
We will report ourselves. We will come there ourselves. I won't lie to you.
Ghana.
Listen to me. I have not insulted the president.
No, you've not insulted the president.
I have not said anything to even implicate myself with respect to the identity of the president. So if you tell me, say, BNI, what are you trying to mean?
No, listen.
BNI,
you can't make your own. You can't make your own. You can't make your own false acclamations.
Why? What acclamations are you talking about?
You can't just make such statements. First, already you said the president was fit. That's why he decided to do this small. Did the president tell you he was sick?
Is he fit?
He's fit.
Is he fit?
And I showed you.
If you think he's fit, you have made my
point. Good. So he's fit.
He's fit. Don't say what you don't know. Don't say what you don't know.
Communicator. I am an NPP communicator. You are private to some information more than I do.
So and I'm saying I'm coming. So you don't know. So don't say. You don't know. Don't say. You are Kweku.
Listen to me. Listen to me. No. You see, that's why I'm telling you. Look, these things we are past that thing. You get it. You might be saying no. Say BNI. Say. I won't allow you to wait for the issue is, look, we are in a democratic state. We are not in a banana republic. You can't be using state institution to torture people. What are you talking about? What happened to?
Don't say what you don't know.
No, what happened to?
Don't say what you don't know.
If I don't say what I don't know, your very own communication officer, Sami Jenfi, spoke damning issues about Akufo-Addo. Who even bothered to even mind
say what you
because we thought it was unnecessary for him.
I said don't say what you. That's my advice.
Besides, you can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me what to do. You get it? I am at liberty to make any statement that I want.
That you want.
We have free speech, but free after speech is what is wrong. So it's at my own discretion.
You have
what are you talking about?
To say whatever you want to say.
You have to yes.
That's what I have to say.
So if you tell me say BNI no onye institution anybody go.
Let's be careful.
Man. My guy, Ghana mranya, we see mamunya madi said the revolution mindset na ndisi mukrano. Yemu be emphasize
revolution mindset.
Why are you using a state institution which is supposed to even protect me?
No.
To threat me?
No, if you say something that is wrong, we'll come for you.
My time is up. Your final words.
Well, one thing that I would say is Ghanaians should try as much as possible to pray for this government.
Okay.
The issue is, it is a bare and glaringly clear fact that looking at how things have started, and if this is how it is going to go, then we have to pray pray. That's the only option that we have now, because the current president that we've handed over power to is already tired in some of his decisions and other things, that his posture and other things, as I initially said, which my brother was not in cognizance with me. But that is the fact, because the president looks tired looking at his decisions and how things things are going. Our security sector is bad, our energy sector poor, health, even the employees, the previous government employed, you are sacking them, and now you are telling me that I should have hope. What hope? It's I don't mean I don't know. And Ghana for to abamano. It's sadom no. Ombanen koso neja. Yemfanya no man ye.
Okay, kweku down kwa maminti unso final words.
Oh, they made me I can say, like he said, we should pray. We should pray, and then I also trust the government. Yes, we should pray. Yes, everything that.
So now you believe in prayer. When Kasa don't be also be nice.
Oh no, we say let's pray. This is God. We are talking about God here. Yembompai. Say bibia abino edbesi needs to be able to implement it. Say yes, Mumpai say policies be about. And we should also trust. I believe in the government, and I believe that everything will come out good. I mean, Ghanaians are not asleep. Ghanaians are weak. Okay. So we are also ready to deliver. And then we church at I thank them all for listening to this interesting conversation we've had. Now, I'm going to share my views for comment section here, dear. Yeah.
Okay, so kweku dankwa NDC regional communication member, and also kweku Deborah Jr. one also NPP regional communication member, and enede yene wo mo etwetwe enkomo ewo studio hanim se ye sha ase de me anam the newspaper review the best so mo for dance na team ne so emergency kakra bi baaye ena ema no epeja ni mo because wa kai mo say nyame ya adoma echina. The first budget ankasa at force and but you streaming it live Kumasi Online TV and also Kumasi Online GH and to share so over subscribe to the channel over share video no na eja and then some comment to share the best someone and so no what do I doing share alpha comment section I say Eddie my production crew ni nyina so no ye da o nyina see papa brand pa ko joma no na tina fidie na chi Eddie my so na executive producer Mr. Daniel Yebua one so abo ejuma papa me ametina dwomende eri dwumedie besom me din ene na ya se o makram da sende ye besan so edi hia.